today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. To throw is Watson. This complete to David Bell. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. He'll drop to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Watson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Allen going to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And Diggs, the motion man, left. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Jakeem Grant deep for Cleveland. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their 1st drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 51 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And this one will be brought back to the 22. After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's more. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Watson now to throw. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. How about the 1st quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Allen to throw once more. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
In motion left is Davis. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Deshaun Watson and the Browns offense back onto the field. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Chubb will get the call, running left. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 46 yards for Nick Chubb. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. Second and 10. Now Allen. Flushed out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Now a 2nd and 10. Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Gabriel Davis, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This caught out left by Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second down and a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Watson. And Watson has enough for the 1st down yardage as he slides to the turf. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Watson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
A final shot before half for Allen. And this one's incomplete. So we come upon halftime. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now Hardy on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL. And at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it, too. And this, an absolutely gorgeous throw. Perfect arc, and it results in a big, big pickup.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
On fourth down, Allen being chased out left. Allen, nifty footwork. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. To the air, Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown! James Cook from 13 yards out. And the Bills are back within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half, it certainly struck the right chord, because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this third quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs from 19 yards away. And the Bills have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 2. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Forced out to his left, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. The Browns' offense heading back out to take possession. But with the score where it's at, a field goal essentially doesn't do them much good here. A touchdown, though, and they're really in business.
Yeah, exactly right, because taking over the ball in this type of field position, all right, they feel good about what the defense just did. If you're calling plays, you're still thinking aggressively. You're not thinking, all right, let's just run the ball and try and get 3. You want to put it downfield, call your big shots, and try and get that big score.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Steps away to his left. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Throwing, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time.